Alyssa Bustamante was born on January 28, 1994 in Missouri. Alyssa was taken in by her grandparents Gary and Karen Brooke, including her three younger siblings, in 2002 due to her mother Michelle being an addict and her father Caesar was serving time in prison. Friends started noticing changes in Alyssa around 2007 when she was hospitalized after a suicide attempt. On her YouTube profile, she listed cutting under her hobbies. She had also posted a photo of herself on social media where she held two fingers to her head, pretending to shoot herself. Elizabeth Alton, who was 9 years old, lived 4 houses down from Alyssa. On October 21st, 2009, Alyssa had convinced her younger sister to bring Elizabeth to the forest by their homes to hang out. As Elizabeth arrived, Alyssa strangled her, slit her throat, and stabbed her 8 times in the chest. She then buried her body in a grave that she had dug 5 days before in the woods behind her house, and then covered the grave with leaves. After the murder, Alyssa wrote in her journal the following, even though later she did attempt to scribble it out. "I just effing killed someone. I strangled them and slit their throat and stabbed them. Now they're dead. I don't know how to feel at the moment. It was amazing. As soon as you get over the oh my god, I can't do this feeling, it's pretty enjoyable. I'm kinda nervous and shaky though right now. K, I gotta go to church now, lol."
There's like a tree line. Did you want to like draw this for you or something?
I have a map.
Oh.
Now the thing about this map,
Okay.
I don't think it has where your actually house is. So the way I understand
It's
the
about
new
right
house
here.
would be right back here. Is that right?
Around there.
Okay, let's say the new house is ballpark here.
Then there's a trail that goes out here, and then it's like right.
Draw it for me if you will, please.
I'm not exactly sure how far back it goes. It's like past all the clearings, and then when it starts to get to like a smaller trail and whatnot, there's a little side thing. It's like a side trail I go off on.
It's something we always do is we'll walk a person through their day and we make a timeline just so we go through everything. So what time did you go for your walk?
I went for a walk around 4:30 or 5.
Okay. So how long, when you got home about 3:30, how long were you at home messing around before you went on your walk, do you think?
I was home at least an hour. Hour and a
Okay,
half.
so about 4:30 or 5 you went.
Right. Well, there's I believe that this little line here is the trail or something. But like,
Did you go out all this way over
yes.
here? And then where'd you go from here?
I just kept following the
Where does it
path.
go from here? Show me.
It
Ballpark.
goes like, it does some turns and whatnot, but it's a pretty easy path to follow. It's like
Okay.
a road path.
Show me does it loop back around then?
No, it doesn't loop. It like goes this way, I think.
Okay, and then what'd you do?
And then there was a pasture. I just hung out at the creek.
And then what'd you do?
I came back.
Then you walked back?
Yes.
And then what'd you do?
I went home.
How long did that take you to do?
It takes about.
How long were you on your walk? That's what I'm asking.
Walk? It's about 15 or 20 minutes, I believe. Right, Grandma? It's the first cow pasture we went to when we took Princess with us.
It's been a long time
Yeah.
since
I don't
Okay.
know. It's
How long were you gone that day on your walk?
I was gone for about an hour.
Okay, so you were gone about an hour. When you walked up there, the cow pasture, what were you doing up there?
I was just, enjoying nature, taking a walk. We went to church and just did the activities till 8, came back, and everything was crazy.
So you got back at 8, and then, what did they tell you? What?
Well, they were like, yeah, there's 3 sheriffs here. People were out searching for her. They can't find her.
They just
And
said she was
they
missing?
Yeah, they were like questioning me about the day. They didn't actually question me that day though, because I went up to take a shower, and then they just left or something, and I went to bed.
So they just told you it was missing?
Well, my grandpa did, yes.
Yeah. How did that make you feel?
I was just, I didn't think it would happen. Like things like this don't happen to you, Well, she's 9.
Okay.
I don't really know that much about her either.
Tell me what you do know about her.
Okay. she'd come over and swim. She's kind of girly, like not like naturistic, I guess you could say. She can be annoying.
Okay. Okay. Well, there's been there were some folks out there out in the forest, I guess, digging some holes or looking at some holes.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they had said that you like to go out there and dig holes. So I'm going to have to ask you some stuff about yourself.
Okay.
Because obviously that plays in there if they were looking at holes and you're out there in the forest and that sort of thing. So I guess just tell me a little bit about yourself so I understand where all this is coming from.
I really like nature, animals, being outside. It's just naturistic like that. And I get bored really easily, and I'm entertained really easily.
Okay.
So digging holes is just something to do.
Okay. You just like to dig holes?
And I like to climb trees.
Okay.
And I bury dead animals that I find because I believe it's respectful to them.
Okay. Okay. What kind of holes do you dig? Tell me about these holes you dig.
Well,
You dig them a certain way every time, or just dig a hole?
Just dig a hole, pretty much.
Okay. Just wherever they're at? I mean, do you dig at a certain spot or what?
No.
I'm such a not dirt kind of girl.
Yeah.
That's amazing to me. I don't do worms and I don't do dirt.
Well, I'm in rugby, and so we do a lot of contact, physical in the mud and whatnot. And
I know several
really
girls
enjoy
playing
that.
rugby. That's kind of the thing right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Girl rugby, and they get after it.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Yes, they do.
The school
I'm
doesn't
sure
sponsor
they
it because it's too dangerous, but there's a team
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
in Jeff
I
City.
know there's at least 2
Good for
teams
'em.
in Jeff City.
Yes, I'm not sure about the other one, but I'm on one of them. So
And you love it.
I do.
And you love the mud. And
It's
you
so
love
much
dirt
fun.
under your fingernails. Do you mind worms?
This hole that you dug, when did you dig that hole?
Sunday, I
Sunday.
believe. Yes.
Why did you dig that hole?
Because Sunday I was bored. You don't really do much on Sunday. Can't watch TV, play video games, So decided to go outside.
When did you dig it?
Ooh. I think my grandpa would have the exact time. I don't really remember.
What were you doing Sunday? I mean, tell me about Sunday then.
We didn't go to church Sunday, right? Because we were at Mom's house, I believe. I was at my mom's house for the weekend.
Okay.
She lives at the lake. And we came back around 5, and I know I dug it before dark, so it was sometime in between. Wait, what time did we come home?
I didn't pick you up till 6.
Well, it must have been in between 6:37, I guess.
You picked her up where?
Eugene.
You picked her up at 6 p.m. at Eugene?
Right.
And it's how long the drive?
I found
So you got back home 6:30, 6:45-ish probably?
maybe been right at 6:30.
6:30?
25 minutes.
Well, it's getting dark by then.
Yeah.
Well,
So you got home at 6:30,
yeah.
and how did you dig a hole at what? So what did you
Well, my
do
grandpa-
Sunday? Well, I'm not asking what your grandpa. When you got home at 6:30 at Sunday, what did you do then?
Oh, I think I took a shower and went to sleep, so I don't think I did it. I think it was Saturday, actually. No, because I wasn't here Saturday.
You weren't here Saturday.
Nope.
On Sunday,
Right.
Monday.
I think it was Friday then, because I was here Friday.
It wouldn't seem possible. to
Right.
do it.
Right.
And you weren't here Saturday,
Right.
and you didn't do it during the week because there's only Monday, Tuesday.
Right.
So then you're thinking it had to have been Friday.
Yes.
Tell me about Friday. Do you remember Friday? Did you go to school on Friday?
We didn't have
Okay.
school Friday.
No school on
So I
Friday.
got up around noon.
Okay.
Ish.
So were Grandma and Grandpa home on Friday? Or did you work on Friday? You worked half a day, so you've been home at noon?
12:30 is when the sun comes. Get it back quarter to.
Okay, so was she asleep when you got home?
I just do not recall.
Okay. Then Friday, what'd you do? Think back to Friday.
After getting up, I hung out for a while at the house, and it was a nice day Friday, relatively nice day. So I decided to go outside and just do whatever. And I dug a hole.
Did you dig that hole?
Because I was bored and I felt like doing something.
Tell me about that hole, though. It's a very specific hole. I mean, it's a very unique hole, I should say.
Are all of your holes like that?
No.
Okay.
But why? You dug the hole, so you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
That was a very, very unique hole.
I guess. I was digging. I mean, whatever shape comes to mind. I was just entertaining myself.
The reason I'm asking, it just seems like and you can understand why, as if people were out in the woods looking for a person, if they were lost, or God forbid, looking for, if they thought it was God forbid, a body, why they would be alarmed by that hole, because they're, come along a hole, freshly dug hole, I think a perfect rectangle about 3 feet by about 4.5, 5 foot, straight shovel marks down, about, as you described when I talked to you out there, about that deep. Straight down the first few inches of dirt, up until you get to that real hard packed dirt, almost as if somebody were digging down, got to a point where you got to those roots in that hard dirt and realized it's too hard to dig. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
People, if they were just going to bury a bunny or something out there, they dig. I'm digging a hole, by God, just dig a hole. But for a 15-year-old girl to dig a perfectly rectangle 3 by 4 or 5 square rectangle hole, it just caught a lot of people as very odd.
That makes sense. It does. Well, I guess, the timing for digging that hole was definitely not good.
Have you ever dug a hole like that before?
I have.
It doesn't matter if it's a year old. They have sonar. They can run right over it, and they can tell you the shape, the depth, the whole thing. I mean, we're talking about guys that have the FBI. They have instruments that can do just about every first time.
It's not completely like this, but it's like kind of like that.
Okay.
Like
so
big enough for a shoebox.
Okay, but this is the first time of that size.
Yes.
Okay.
But what about the big round ones that I kept falling in? And I mean, they're deep. And I kept telling the kids, "Did you guys quit doing this? Because they're dangerous." And we used to ride our horses up there, and I could break a leg. I mean, they're huge.
Okay.
There's like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
And this is on our property.
Digging pits for what?
I don't know.
It was entertaining.
Okay.
And we like to make traps just occasionally, put some sticks over it and some leaves.
Yeah, we
For you to break a leg.
we pull them in, yeah.
Well, if they have horses, that's not a good idea, Alyssa.
Well, we don't ride our horses up there.
I was going to say, if a horse breaks its leg, what happens?
I know, but we didn't do that. We can ride our horses up there.
We used to. We
used to, but we don't.
You have horses. You like horses.
I do.
They're not rectangle. They're
big round ones.
big round. I don't know what that matters.
Okay. Did you ever go on walks with you in the woods?
Nope.
I know you said she was a girly girl.
Yeah, I've never seen her in the woods.
Okay. I mean, did you ever take her on walks in the woods or anything like that?
When I go on walks, I like to go by myself.
Okay. What do you know about all of this so far? Obviously, unfortunately, your poor family's been thrown in the middle of it. What do you know about this whole investigation or mess?
She's still missing. They're out looking for her. They don't want more volunteers because there's a lot of volunteers so far. This is really big. They've had helicopters searching as well. And I don't know, that's pretty much for that.
It's very sad for her.
Yeah,
Can you imagine if it was missing? God, it would be awful.
Yeah, and her mom, her family has...
I mean, that's why they're making such a big deal about this. I mean, can you, like you said, you can understand why all this is going
down the
on.
stairs when I was screaming outside. I mean, I just can't.
I know. I've got kids, so I can't hear them. What do you think happened to Elizabeth?
Well, I really don't think she would run away because she's 9 And the way they've been searching for 2 days, never got any sign of her. So I think that maybe someone kidnapped her or something. It's a terrible thing, but I don't know what else to assume.
Would she have easily been lured into a car? I mean, was she that kind of girl? I don't know anything about her. Would she have been like with a kitten? I mean,
Maybe. You'd have to ask her mom about
sure.
Do you think somebody did something to her? I mean, is that
that seems most likely, because I don't think she'd be the kind of person that would like hide or stay out all night or anything like that.
okay? Is there anybody in that area you can think of that would, that comes to mind that you would think of that would do that? Is there anybody that, knowing your neighbors, that you would?
No, but there is a lot of cars that drive down that highway.
Okay, just a few opinion questions. I'm just asking your opinion, because what type of person do you think would do this sort of thing to a 9-year-old girl?
A sick person, like someone that, I don't know, can put down all their morals and just take a 9-year-old girl.
Whenever we find out what happened to her, if somebody did something to her, what do you think should happen to them?
I think they should get convicted. Well, yeah, because all the trouble that they're causing so far.
Okay. I'm going to ask you because I ask everybody. Did you do anything to her?
No.
Did you cause her disappearance?
No.
Did you kill her?
No.
Okay. Do you know where she's at right now?
No.
Okay.
I may have. I'm new to this, but so was playing with,
That's my understanding.
and when was that?
Oh, they were sometime after I had gone in the forest, because I guess I just decided to go over to Elizabeth's.
After you ran away,
Yes.
she went to find somebody new to play with. Can I go to the bathroom?
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Do I need to stop?
Yes.
Yeah.
You okay?
Let us out.
Do you
No,
need to
I didn't know the doors were
Do you need
locked.
some water?
Oh.
Okay.
You do.
Okay.
That's fine.
Who's on your room, too? It's not through the school because it's too dangerous. Like with rashes. Right.
It reminds me, I've got a niece. It's just like, all right.
I'm good.
Okay, everybody good? Everybody good on drinks and everything? I used to talk to my parents, and they said, I grew up listening, we didn't have a TV, we had a radio, and I'm like, God, you didn't have a television? You didn't have the internet? Is there any reason at all that your fingerprints would be on that cell phone?
No.
Okay. So if that cell phone were processed, your fingerprints would not be on it.
Right.
Can you think of any reason why? Have you ever touched that cell phone? Have you ever held that cell phone? I mean, in the past, any time at all? Now, it's my understanding that did the FBI do a search or something of the house where you guys lived? Tell me about that. What was that all about?
They searched our house, I guess, for any signs of, and they found stuff in my room, but not like evidence like that. They found like marijuana seeds and
And you understand, I don't care about marijuana seeds or any of that.
and they
I
found
could care less.
my medication.
Don't care about that.
Yeah.
That's not what we're here about. Has ever been in the house? I mean, she's coming
She
over to
has
visit
been in
with
the
them.
house, yes.
Yeah, I assume if she's a neighbor girl, she's probably been over there, so not a big deal there. So you said they searched your room.
Yes.
Other than marijuana seeds and that sort of stuff, did they find anything?
Nope.
Okay, did they take anything?
They took my sheet and
Okay.
a pillowcase, I
Okay.
think.
Did they take anything else?
I don't think so. I haven't really surveyed anything.
Okay. Okay.
I think they took clothes
Oh, they took
clothes
Okay.
and a diary.
Good.
I mean, they gave us the list. It's not all coming to me what was on the list, but there's a long list.
Your diary. Okay. You ever gone through the diary?
I've looked at some of it, yes.
Did you know that?
No.
Okay. Does it make you angry?
Oh,
Yeah. It's kind of your private, personal thoughts, isn't it? Do you think they went through your diary?
if they collected it, then most likely. What? The only thing I can think of is embarrassed sometimes if they find it out. So.
We talked a little bit earlier about technology.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you write something down,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. Let's say you write it down in pencil, and then you take a pen and try real hard to scratch it out.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make it go away.
Okay.
It's still there. And forensically, and actually you don't even need a whole lot of forensics. If you hold it up to a light, you can see what was written. And then when that's processed forensically, every word, every stroke is still there. Do you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
What we want to do is find out what happened to the little girl.
Okay.
I need to know what the truth is.
Okay.
We have your diary. We've read your diary,
Mm-hmm.
including the last entry.
Mm-hmm.
We both know what we're talking about here.
Mm-hmm.
Where's she at?
I don't know.
I'm sure we can erase that.
What?
We deal with kids all the time. We deal with kids all the time. That's all I've done for 12 years is deal with kids.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to say anything in this room that's going to catch us off guard. Okay? We need you to be honest. Just be honest. If you know something, then say it. Please continue. Just say it if you know something.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You need to tell us the truth. You need to tell us what happened. If this was an accident, that's fine, but we need the truth. We have to know the truth. That's all I'm asking for, is whatever happened, I have to know the truth. This is not going to go away. All I'm asking for is the truth.
I don't know what's in the diary. I don't know the truth.
That's what I'm asking. Tell us what happened. If this was an accident, that's fine. We can deal with that. But I have to know what happened. I have to know what the truth was. I have to know how this happened. And the most important thing is we have to know where she's at. We have to give this family some closure. Just like if this was your little sister, you would want closure. This family needs closure,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Let's start at the beginning. Is this something that was planned out, or was this just an accident?
It was an accident.
This is a starting point then. That's kind of what I thought. Why don't we start with what happened? Did you get home from school at 3:30?
Do you want to sit by her?
You got home at 3:30,
Mm-hmm.
and then what happened from there?
I went in the forest. Like I said. And was in there.
Yeah, picture one for her. Yes. Was there in the forest?
Yes.
Was she alone?
Yeah.
Okay.
We decided to go hang out. Because it was a nice day. We were just messing.
Take your time.
We were just messing around. And she fell. She died. And I didn't know what to do. So I burned her body.
Where at in the forest?
I still did it by the creek bed.
By the creek bed.
Yes.
How did you burn her?
And just a bunch of wood. Started a fire. And burned her body.
Why did you dig that hole? Was that for her? When did you dig that hole? You dug it ahead of time, didn't you?
I dug that hole on Wednesday.
Before you played with her.
Yes.
Doesn't matter whether the body's burned or not. They'll go through and do an autopsy,
Okay.
and they will discover every injury on her body and the cause of death. And I understand you said she fell, and that's why she died. However, they will know from the autopsy if she was shot, if she was hit in the head, if her throat was cut. They will know all of that from the autopsy. So we need to know the truth, because at the end of the autopsy, they will know exactly how she died. So we need to know now the full truth, full disclosure right now, so it doesn't come out later that, well, I wasn't telling the full truth again. How did you kill her?
She died.
How did she die? 9-year-old girls don't just die.
We were messing around. And she fell back and hit her head.
Was her throat cut?
Yeah.
Oh.
Grandma?
Oh my God.
She can't get out.
She was grandma. I'm not gonna ask any questions right now until we get. Take your time. Do you want to drink water? Take your time.
Oh,
I think you dug the hole ahead of time because you knew you were going to kill her. I think you tried to dig the hole, like I said, and realized it was too hard to dig down that far. And I think you got out there. You knew you were going to kill her. And then you cut her throat. Is that what happened?
Yes.
What did you use to cut her throat with?
My
A pocket knife? A kitchen knife?
kitchen knife.
Okay. Where is that kitchen knife now?
And the sink,
The sink of your house?
I believe so.
Okay. Did you stab her?
Afterwards.
Stab her body or where?
Yes.
Okay. How many times did you stab her?
2, I
Two.
think.
Did you hit her with anything first?
No.
Or did you just cut her neck? Or what? You tell me what happened.
Yeah, cut her throat and she died. And then I just stabbed her.
When you got home from school, about 3:30, what happened from then? Walk me through step by step.
I got home. I went in my room. I still went out to the forest room. 5:30-ish. Then I walked over and it was outside.
When did you dig the hole?
I did that when I was trying to find a place to hide her body.
So did you dig that after you killed her? Yes? Okay. So at about 5:30, you went out. Did you go to her house to get her?
I went over there and she was outside, so I was like, yeah.
You knew you were going to do it then? Okay, so you went over there about 5:30 and got her. Was she with you?
She was for part of the way. Like I said, I ditched her.
Ditched her?
Yeah.
Did you have the knife hidden on you? Or where was it at?
Yeah, I had it.
In your hand?
No.
Okay. So you went, did you walk all the way over to her house?
Yeah.
Okay. Show me what route you went.
I went back through here.
What did you tell her you were going to do?
We were just hanging out at first. I don't know. I didn't.
You had the knife with you. Had you made up your decision you were going to kill her then?
No.
At what point did you make the decision that you were going to kill her?
When we had been at the creek.
Okay. Why?
I don't know.
You just decided? Okay. Was she facing you? Was she turned around? What happened?
And she was turned around.
You just came up behind her and cut her throat? And then stabbed her twice? Okay. And is it true you said then you burned her body? Okay, is that part true?
Mm-hmm.
So is her body should still be there?
I burned it and then I scattered it in the pond or the creek.
Into the creek?
Yes.
Is the creek full of water?
Yes.
Okay. Because generally it's pretty hard to burn a body all the way. So it wasn't burned up all the way, was it?
No.
No, because it's hard to burn a body.
Right.
So you kind of pushed what was left of the body into the water. Was the water moving pretty fast?
Kind of.
Okay. Clothes still, you can still see her clothes? Were they burned off of her by then? Okay. And you took the knife back home?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then what did you do from there? You had the knife, and then show me what happened from there.
I just walked back and came inside.
Did you walk back this path that you showed me?
Yes.
What about the hole, though?
It was just there.
No, it wasn't just there.
I dug it. Yeah, it was there.
When did you dig it?
Oh, after I was looking for something to do with their body, so I dug it.
When?
It was before I came home
Before you came home from where?
from the forest.
Who helped you?
No,
Grandpa helped you, didn't he?
no,
You didn't have a shovel with you.
I had a knife.
You didn't dig that hole with a knife. You did not dig. I was out there for 5 hours. You didn't dig that hole with a knife. Your grandpa loves you very much, doesn't he? Your grandpa would do anything for you. I know you don't want to tell me. I know you want to protect him. But we have got to get to the truth in this. You came back. You told him what had happened. And he wanted to help you. He wanted to try to make this right.
I did not like her about anything.
Who helped you?
No one.
We're going to put them all on a polygraph.
Okay.
Who helped you?
No one.
When did you dig the hole?
Wednesday.
When?
After I killed her.
When after you killed her? You've got to tell the truth. You're not telling the truth on this part.
Why does it even matter now?
It does matter because we have got to find out the truth.
No, you already know it.
We have got to know the full truth. Tell us the truth.
I'm not gonna want to way back.
No, you didn't. You didn't have a shovel.
It was the Friday one. Yeah.
You're telling the truth about how you killed her. I believe that because that matches your diary.
You've done the hard part. Just tell the truth. The reality is, we can deal with the truth. We can deal with the truth. I took it Friday.
Was it?
No one helped me.
Was it your grandpa?
No one helped me. I did it by myself.
Did you do anything else to her body?
No.
Did anyone help you?
No.
Who have you told about this?
No one.
No one. Did you tell? No. Did you tell your grandpa?
No.
Did you tell your friend?
No.
Did you tell anyone?
No.
I think she did this alone.
She couldn't have.
I don't think she did either.
I mean, she could barely lift me.
I would be the person that would help her.
The only good friend that I know of that she always came out with in the back was a girl named. But that's about it.
She's right. Toby's right. You've done the hard part on this. One thing I can assure you, Alyssa, I can assure you from working a lot of homicides for the last 13 years. I got a crummy job. The truth is going to come out. Every one of these that I work, where you're sitting here right now, going through the agonizing part of not wanting to come this last portion and tell on someone else. The truth is going to, the full truth on whatever happened here is going to come out.
Okay, they didn't do it.
Then tell me the full truth of all this. Why aren't you telling everything?
I did. I switched up the whole thing because I want to make it like an accident. But then it really was on Friday that I did the whole.
I know it wasn't an accident. I mean, I've already talked with you. I know you planned this. I know you had this in your mind. I know you thought about this, and I know you intended on doing this. I know that. Okay, I know this wasn't an accident, that it just spurred the moment. I know that from the whole.
Mm-hmm.
I know you intended on killing her, brought her out there for that purpose. But the problem is your deception is causing us other issues here. Okay, so I'm past the point of thinking, is this an accident? Did she hit her head? Did you just change your mind at the last second for some reason decide to kill her? I know you brought her out there to kill her. Okay, why? That's not the issue, but I know that happened. But we're still having a problem here with this hole and the rest of it because you've been lying to us on that. You see, I mean, none of your times make any sense on you didn't dig it with a knife. We know that didn't happen.
It was Friday with the shovel.
When on Friday?
I'm not sure exactly.
Do you know what it feels like to kill somebody?
She asked you that? What'd you say?
No.
What else you say?
That was it.
That was it.
We just started watching that movie. I didn't even think anything about it. That wasn't on my mind.
You didn't even think about when somebody asks you, do you know what it feels like to kill somebody? You don't think that's odd.
No.
That's just something you have normal conversation with somebody about. That gets brought up in this normal conversation. That's happened to you a lot.
She's emo, and emos think about that kind of
She's
stuff.
what?
She's emo, so emos think about that kind of stuff.
What's emo?
people who like to cut themselves and stuff like that, so, and think dark things.
Okay.
But I didn't know that she was actually capable of it.
We have to talk some more about this, obviously. But for right now, I need to get a larger map.
Now is the time. Now is the time to just tell the truth. That's all you have to do is tell the truth. There's parts of your story that don't make sense. They don't make sense. They don't make sense even to me. Because I am your advocate and I am here to protect you. I'm not going to ask them questions, but there's statements that you're making that don't make sense. It's evident that you're lying. And we treat people who can't be honest completely different than we treat people who can be honest. You can be honest. You can tell us what happened. Even if you aren't protecting people you feel obligated to protect, we at least know we can help you, okay? So he's gonna walk out, and like he said, he can't come back and talk, but don't you wanna have told him the truth right from the beginning? This is your opportunity. It's your opportunity.
Okay. Good. Slit her throat. I strangled her.
Strangled her.
Mm-hmm.
You strangled her with your hands.
Yes.
Okay. Did you have a knife on you?
Yes.
Did you cut her throat at any time?
Yes.
Cut her throat afterwards?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you strangled her first until she was unconscious, dead, and then you slit her throat.
Mm-hmm.
And did you stab her then?
Mm-hmm.
Did you do anything else to her?
No.
Okay. And then what happened after that?
I'm gonna bury your body.
You buried her?
Yes.
Is your body still out there?
I think so.
You didn't burn her, did you?
No.
See, I knew you did. Still out there at the same spot?
I believe so.
Did. The hole that I saw that you pointed out, what was that about?
That was gonna be a picture. But
Okay.
I didn't do it.
You didn't do it. Why? What was...
I couldn't dig that far. It was,
Okay. How deep did you dig the grave that she's in?
it's not that deep.
Will you be able to point out on a map or take us to where she's at?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You didn't burn her, did you?
No.
Did you bring a shovel with you?
No.
How did you dig the hole?
I had already dug it.
Okay. When did you dig that hole?
That one was also on Friday.
Okay. So you dug the hole on Friday and had it all ready. Did you leave the shovel out there?
No.
Okay. So the hole was already dug on Friday, and then you brought her out there Wednesday. Killed her there on Wednesday, strangled her, then cut her throat, stabbed her twice, put her in the hole, and then how'd you fill the dirt
With my hands.
in? With your hands.
There's still something you're not telling. I can tell.
Oh, that's it.
Sure.
Yes.
Why did you pick her?
I don't know. I just did.
Was there something about her? Did you just want to know what it was like to kill someone?
Yeah, I just wanted to know.
Was she just someone nearby, or was it?
Yeah.
Take a break.
I
Be right back. I'm gonna get a map.
Do you need some water? Do you need anything? want you to look at me. You see that?
I see something.
Okay, how often?
Every 5 to 6 weeks, she's my psychiatrist.
Do you have a counselor?
Yes.
Who's that?
Girl.
Robinson?
Yes.
Okay. What kind of medication are you on?
Prozac.
Yeah. I see your wrists. What happened there?
Through depression.
You're better.
Yes. And I tried to kill myself. That's why I went to Vietnam
What was that?
when I was 13, 2 years ago. But I've thought about it a lot since then.
How long have you lived with your grandparents? Get your nose out there.
I've lived with him since I'm about 8.
Hey, were you with your mom until then?
Yes.
Did she take care of you?
Not really.
Did she let me borrow you?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
Right.
Right there before the age of 8. They're your brothers.
They're 11.
Close to them like you were your sister.
Yeah.
You like her, huh? No, sister. Little sister, too. Here goes my very mouth. Calm your breathing.
Killing yourself right now. Okay. What's going on you here? And don't have any sharp objects in your shoes or anything like that. Okay. What we're going to do right now is kind of get some things lined up to go out there and have you point out that site where she's at. Will you be able to do that? We just make sure.
The reality is, though, your grandmother loves you, and love doesn't stop. Okay? I don't want you to think nobody loves you. Your grandparents love you.
Love is unconditional.
Absolutely.
She loves you unconditionally. Now, she's not going to understand why this happened. And there are going to be some, you guys have, I have to sugarcoat this. You guys have some rough times ahead of you. But she's not going to stop loving you. And when you came back home, what did you do with that knife?
Put it in the sink.
Did you clean it?
Yeah.
Describe the knife to me again, please.
It's kitchen knife, like that one with the black handle.
Black handle.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just straight edge? Does it have those serrations in it? Do you know what I'm talking
It's just
about?
straight edge.
Straight edge. Okay.
That's what I get in trouble about.
It is date's October 23rd, 2009, 2 o'clock. Sergeant David Rice with Missouri State Highway Patrol. And it is
Michael Kuti
with the Cole County Juvenile Office. And we're here in Cole County at the site where you say this occurred, where you can you walk me through, I want you to walk me through step by step when you got up here, what actually occurred?
We walked here before everything just happened. And then I dragged her into the hole area.
Okay. What happened here?
I strangled her.
Okay.
And then cut her throat and stabbed her.
Okay. When you strangled her, was she facing you? Okay, so she was facing you, looking towards you.
Mm-hmm.
You strangled her one hand, two hands. Okay, and what happened? Did she stand up, fall to the ground? What happened?
She'd fallen to the ground.
Okay. Was she moving at that point?
No.
Okay. So she was lying on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Was she face down on her
No.
back?
She's on her back.
Okay. And where was, you said earlier you had a knife. Where was your knife at that point?
I put it back in my pocket. Well, like, not pocket, but like, I held it.
Which pocket was it in? Front?
It was like in
back,
my waist. My waistband.
in your waist?
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
right there.
Okay. And that was the knife that you told me about with the black handle that you told me earlier? Okay. And what did you do with the knife?
I put it in the sink.
No. When you were here, once you said she was on the ground not moving, you said, after that point, what did you do?
I cut her throat and then stabbed her.
You cut her throat and stabbed her. Where did you stab her?
In her chest area.
In her chest area?
Yeah.
In the front or in the back?
Front.
In the front. Okay. How many times?
Twice, I believe.
Twice. Okay. And then what happened after that?
Dragged her into the hole.
Dragged her into this hole over here?
And buried it.
Okay. And when did you dig that hole?
Friday.
Okay. How did you cover her up? Did you have a shovel or something here?
I just used my hands.
Used your hands? Okay. And this is the hole over here? She's in her... How deep is that hole?
It's not very deep.
Okay. All right. Okay, and I think we've talked about everything else back at the office. I just wanted to go over. Is there anything else? This all happened right about here?
Mm-hmm.
Are you pretty sure of that?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you leave anything out here that you can think of?
I think she dropped a piece of gum somewhere.
You did?
She did.
She dropped a piece of gum? Where do you think that was at?
I'm not sure. It's probably under some leaves now, but...
What happened to her phone?
I'm pretty sure it was in her pocket the entire time.
In her pocket?
Yes.
So do you think her phone is in her pocket in that hole?
Yes.
Okay. Did you ever hear it go off?
No.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and shut the tape off then. And the day after this happened, you skipped school and you're smoking pot with... Right. Did you tell them about this?
No.
Why not? You guys are that... You're close. Didn't you feel like you needed to tell somebody?
No, that's not really the kind of thing that you tell people.
What I know is what the FBI told me. What'd they tell you?
They told me that she buried him and then slit her throat and stabbed her. She already had a hook dug hole. And then buried her. She wasn't big enough, so then they buried her again.
They buried her again?
I mean, yeah.
Who's they?
I mean,
Who's they?
I didn't
You're not in trouble here, okay? You're not in a lot of trouble here.
I didn't mean they.
You're not in a lot of trouble here, bud.
It's just what I've been saying for the past couple of days. Because I just couldn't see her doing that by herself. But obviously you just told me that there was another person involved and I can believe that.
No, you told me that.
Alyssa appeared in court on November 17th, 2009, where she pleaded not guilty and was indicted on first-degree murder and armed criminal action due to using a knife in the murder. In January 2012, she took a plea deal to the lesser charge of second-degree murder and armed criminal action. A few weeks later, she was sentenced to life imprisonment with the possibility of conditional release and a consecutive sentence of 30 years. Her appeal against the sentence was denied in March 2014. The victim's mother, Patricia Price, agreed to settle the lawsuit she filed against Alyssa. The terms of the agreement require Alyssa to disclose any compensation from the case coverage to Patricia. Alyssa was seen by several mental health professionals who all had testified that she has major depressive disorder and borderline personality disorder.